Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. Staying fit is a combination of eating well and physical fitness. This you can easily find in Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. First, they will get you lose fat easily with amazing exercises. Build your muscles gradually. Fitness becomes fashion. Show no pain, no gain. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. First, they will get you lose fat easily with amazing exercises. Build your muscles gradually. Fitness becomes fashion. Show no pain, no gain. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. The way to prove yourself is to better yourself with the kinds of machines we have at Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. You will easily better yourself like the rowing machine, leg curl machines, weight benches, rubber plates, double pulley machines, cross trainers, rubber dumbbells, multi-gym machines and much more. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. Remember, we have a state-of-the-art changing rooms, toilets and showers for our esteemed clients, both ladies and gents. Different varieties of foods to aid your self-development of muscles and bones are available at reasonable prices. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. For more information, call 7171-998, 7171-998. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. Gunyur Fitness Center Body Max. Staying fit is a combination of eating well and
Planning to have an uninterrupted electricity and water supply from solar energy in the Gambia and beyond? Worry no more, because Solar Enterprise will provide you with the solutions at reasonable cost. We have experienced personnel who can install and advise you about your electricity and water supply with a warranty period. We have good quality solar products from North America and Europe. We provide services and sell products to individuals, organizations, institutions, private offices, communities, and government. These products are solar panels, batteries, charge controllers, inverters, water pump, water heaters, freezers, submersible pumps, and general solar accessories. Visit our stores at 48 Karaba Avenue and Brusubi Highway, or you can call us on 7657 479 980 8483 340 9400 or 635 9906.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My esteemed viewers, thank you once again and welcome to another episode of Daily COVID-19 Updates. And today, my topic is massive corruption at the Health Ministry, Ministry of Health. I don't think Gambia will have a better opportunity to upgrade our healthcare sector to a respectable standard. But unfortunately, it looks like the health ministry is wasting the opportunity. So we're going to highlight some of the issues, that are coming up from that ministry. It's rather unfortunate. Um, as usual, this is English language show, and I will speak with the English language. Previously, I will translate part of this show to Mandinka, but my target audience actually also go to understand English, so I won't be doing that again. Um, yes, just as usual, before we go into the actual topic for today, we give updates about COVID-19, the statistic. So far, so good because the show is about COVID-19. But we don't only talk about COVID-19, we talk about issues COVID-19 set as a sub focus to, and today that will be the level of corruption in the health ministry. So as usual, I will give you the statistics for COVID-19 so far, which unfortunately the numbers continue to rise. Today, as of today, as you know, COVID-19 started in China in December last year, and so far 4,396,222 people are infected. And out of that, 295,828 deaths. And the number of people who recovered from COVID-19 is 1,638,596. That's a good number. And also, this is the number that everybody is interested in because if you recovered from a viral or bacterial or pathogen infection, you're supposed to develop a resistance to that particular microorganisms. And in scientific term, we call it immunity. So this group of people who recovered now stands at 1,638,596, supposed to be immune to COVID-19. So if they are immune, therefore, if you take their serum, that's the liquid component of their blood, and you give it to people who are suffering from COVID-19, they're supposed to be cured. Why they're supposed to be cured? Because these people, in their liquid component of their blood, supposed to have these specially programmed protein called immunoglobulins that the body use to defend or to fend off infection. For example, COVID-19. The recovered patients supposed to have in their blood these pre-programmed proteins materials that can specifically attack COVID-19 virus, the virus responsible for COVID-19, and kill them. So that's why they, in England, already they are calling on people who recover to go and donate their blood so they can use it to treat people who are suffering from COVID-19. And also, this will serve us very well in our research, in our understanding of the COVID-19 virus, and also the immunity to COVID-19 virus. For example, these people, if they actually develop immunity against this virus, how long that immunity will last. This will help us in our vaccination design and all that. So far, the number of active cases, people currently with COVID-19 infection stands at 2,461,798 people. And out of that, active cases, 2,415,792 are in mild condition. That is 98% of the total active cases. Okay, these mild conditions include people who are tested positive, but they are not showing any sign of symptoms. We've seen children, most of the time, kids who are infected with COVID-19 hardly show any sign of symptoms. And even if they are ill, they tend to be less sick than adult population. But in last couple of weeks, we've seen another disturbing development about this group of kids who got COVID-19 or they come in contact with somebody with COVID-19, develop a severe inflammatory conditions and is killing kids across Europe and America, which is very, very worrying. So, as Anthony Fauci told a politician yesterday that we cannot take these for granted, that there's so much we still don't know about this virus. 2 3 weeks ago, nobody knows about that condition, but all of a sudden, kids are been reported at the emergency department in many hospitals across Europe and America with this severe inflammatory condition, which seems to be immunological in nature, but is severe, even though it's treatable. There are few deaths, but it's treatable, but it's really, really nasty. So currently, 46,006 people are in serious or critical conditions. These numbers also, alhamdulillah, they are going down. And this is the number where most of the fatalities come from, because these critically ill or serious patients from COVID-19, most of the time need intensive care bed to survive. Because COVID-19, as we all know, is a respiratory tract illness. It starts in our nose or eyes, in our mouth, and it cuts into our throat, then into our lungs. And into our lungs, there are so many ACE2 receptor. This is I will say, the entry point for the virus. There are so much of it in the lungs. That's where we have all these infections in the lungs. And once they are in the lungs, your body also mount a defense mechanism against the virus, and that can cause further damage to your lungs. And we all know lungs is what is responsible of exchanging air, between the environment and our system. Basically, when we breathe in, we will take in oxygen, and when we breathe out, we'll bring out carbon dioxide. This is necessary to keep us alive, because once we eat, we are active, our body go into metabolism, and once that metabolism is done, there is byproduct. One of those byproducts is carbon dioxide. It has to come out, or it will poison us. And also, metabolism cannot go ahead without oxygen. So oxygen serves as a spark. So once your lungs is damaged, this metabolism is seriously hampered. Lack of enough oxygen supply to your vital organs like the kidney, like the liver or the brain, they start damaging, they start dying off, and this is how the virus kills people. So far, total number of countries affected is 213. One more country, I don't know which one is the new country, but one more country from yesterday. And also two international conveyances. That conveyances, I mean, either cruise ships or military ships. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to read to you the new infections and also new death past 24 hours. Total number of new cases from the past 24 hours across the world is 58,620. This increase from yesterday. And also total number of deaths across the world past 24 hours stands at 3,377. And past 24 hours, America registered 9,955 new cases and 773 deaths. Spain registered 1,575 new cases and 184 deaths. Russia, for more than a week now, they registered more than 10,000 new cases per day. And yesterday also, past 24 hours, they registered 10,028 new cases and 96 deaths. Italy recorded for the first time less than 1,000, I think, in almost 2 months. They registered 888 new cases and 195 deaths. They are definitely on the downward slides, and I hope that will continue. But Brazil, things are not looking good, and I'm not surprised because of the lackadaisical attitudes of their president, who is in the same category as Donald Trump. They haven't got a clue, and they have zero respect for medical advice. And I'm not surprised, still these two countries, the numbers keep going up. Brazil past 24 hours recorded 3,135 new cases and 231 deaths. And France, the new cases is yet to arrive, but they registered 83 deaths. And Germany recorded 653 new cases, 54 deaths. And Turkey registered 1,000 639 new cases and 58 dead. Iran recorded 1,958 new cases, 50 dead. China, 7 new cases. India recorded 3,750 new cases and 136 dead. So that brought us to the end of the top 10 countries, but then I'm going to mention the countries that are very, very close to the Gambia. And as long as those countries' numbers keep going up, Gambia is not safe. And Gambia also, unfortunately, for the first time in 4 days, we have new cases. Yeah. So Senegal so far registered 2,105 cases of COVID-19. Past 24 hours, they registered 110 new cases. And Guinea-Bissau, which is now leading that part of the world, they so far registered 2,374 cases. And past 24 hours, they recorded 76 new cases. Guinea-Bissau also is now 820 they registered so far. Ivory Coast registered 1,857, and Mali registered 730 cases, and Burkina Faso 766. And Sierra Leone so far 338. And Gambia for the 4th day running, they are registered 1111. That is not encouraging, and so far Gambia registered 23 cases and 1 new case is past 24 hours. So this takes us to our topic for today, which is massive corruption at the health ministry. We all know Gambia, our healthcare sector is in a terrible state even before this COVID-19. So once COVID-19 is here, it's an emergency, we need to do something quick. And luckily, money was start pouring in from the government, from the international donors and grants, start pouring in. So you expect our health ministry will use this opportunity to build up, our terrible healthcare sector to at least respectable standards, so that by the end of this COVID-19, which nobody knows when we are going to get out of this, but we expect, when this COVID-19 is over, Gambia healthcare sector should be to a respectable standard. But unfortunately, the way things are, that's not going to be the case. Instead, what we're going to end up doing, Gambia is going to make more millionaires, from the proceeds or from the gems or the windfalls from this COVID-19. I think that is a very, very terrible situation. Nobody should capitalize, on the misfortune of the general population to enrich themselves. This is a terrible thing for anybody to do. And I hope our Minister of Health will get the grip of all these things and stop it. I have no doubt that man is a clean man, but he come into a very, very corrupt system. So that's why he need to learn very, very quickly to make sure he got hold of the situation before it get really, really bad. You look at the numbers. It's just terrible because already they are claiming they spend like $160 million. $160 million there. That's no small money by any stretch of imagination. It's a big, big, big money. But so far, Gambia managed only 1,333 tests. So if you do the simple arithmetic, that means every test Gambia carried out, it cost the nation $120,000. Can you imagine that? This is just not possible. And to back my claim up, if you've been following Apif in the social media, and if you are a friend to Sana Jawara, you can go to his timeline. The numbers are there for everybody to see. They claim they spend over 30 million, I think, no, 3 million, for sanitizers and other buckets for the healthcare sector. But this one has been denied flat out by Sana Jawara. And is going to take this matter further with the with his colleagues in the House of Parliament, and he's challenging the Justice Ministry to take up, more and further this investigation, because this is just not right. Could you imagine in Gambia buying a pan for like $2,000? We know that is not true. So these are the way they procure these things. I don't know how it happened, but it's all shrouded in mystery, and you can smell pure corruptions. And I have no doubt, Sana being the patriot he is, he will continue to pursue this matter in the House of Parliament, and they will be able to do something from it. So I'm going to read to you how this, according to them, how this $160 million was allocated. This is only in 3 months. According to them, they spent 5.5 million on allowances alone. On allowances alone, nobody went on international travel. So where are these allowances going? Who are they paying? 5 million in 3 months. How can we sustain that? If this pandemic goes for 1 year, that will be like in excess of 20 million. How can a poor country like Gambia, sustain that? And transport expense. I'm not saying the vehicles they buy, but the expenditure of transport, like transporting people around. They said they spend 2 million. Could you imagine that? No, this is just a joke. 2.3 million on transport alone. Then they said, okay, on fuel and lubrications. So this transport alone, they spend 2.3 million on transport. Doesn't even include fuel and lubricants. They say they spend 600,000 on lubricants. And in their miscellaneous office expenses, just miscellaneous, impress 1.4 million. This is where I'm really livid, because they spend on miscellaneous 1.4 million. But if you come to medical and hospital equipment, which should form part of most of their expenditure, they spend only 352,000 on that. And you think that is bad? Hotel accommodation, they spend 14.3 million. And specialized and technical materials, they say they spend 3 million. I don't know what they mean by that. And training 41,000. You can see that also should be better, because according to the preliminary report of this parliamentary select committee that is monitoring the state of emergency, again, Sana was reporting that the training was almost non-existent. So there was complete lack of preparedness. Food and food services, can't believe it. They spend 359. I don't know where they are dining. And on vehicles, we know they have transport expense on its own. They have fuel on its own. And now they spend 12 million on vehicles. I don't get this. If you say you spend miscellaneous office expenses and impress 1.4 million, then office equipment again 96,700. So Gambia, what is happening? It cannot continue, and it's unsustainable. And we are all responsible. We are all responsible. The way things are going in that country is not sustainable, and we are all responsible. And we all have to find a way how we can cut down this level of corruption in our country. No country can progress with this level of recklessness with finances. It's not going to continue. It's not going to go. It's not going to take us anywhere. Transport people around 1 million. Then you said you spend fuel and lubricants. Then you spend another 12 million on vehicles. Then office equipment and miscellaneous 1.3 million. Then you come and spend 97,000 on office equipment. What is that? This is where I believe Sana will continue this. He promised, which is very encouraging. It's tough what we are going through, but I believe our democracy is going in the right direction. And with the likes of Sana Jawara, I think Gambia, we will come out of this, stronger. But why I say we are all responsible, we vote in these people, we vote in President Barrow, we vote in all these parliamentarians. So we cannot continue to vote people on pure emotion alone because we speak the same local language or we are from the same area. You know, we cannot continue, oh, it belongs to my party. For example, if you are Doi and Doi brings somebody who is not responsible, is not properly educated, who somebody who, if you put policy paper in front of him, he cannot even read it or cannot even interpret it. And you went on and you go on to support that and in the end of the parliament, then we are responsible. We have seen the case of Bunyo, for example. I supported that man. I put my money into his election campaign. But I was fooled because I have real confidence in that man. So if that man should come again and want the vote, should I vote for him? No, hell no. Even if he stands for the party I support, this is where we should start making intelligent decisions. If our political parties don't care the people they present to us, we should make those decisions because we cannot continue like this. No country can develop with this kind of selfishness and self-centeredness. It's not going to happen. So this is where we have responsibility. And what can you do? Like today, share this video so that many people as possible can see it and know that what is going in that health ministry shouldn't happen. And we should call for immediate inquiry into how that money is being spent. And we encourage, if you know your parliamentarian, call him and tell him, look, the hand sanitizers and the pans, the hand washing bucket, the health ministry supply you, they said they spent 3 million on it. But Sana is claiming maybe when they look, the arithmetic is maybe 300,000. So where have 2.3 million been? It's in somebody's pocket out there. So call your parliamentarian and make sure they support this agenda so that a quick from the parliamentary inquiry, and if they come up with any report, let us all make sure that the justice ministry follow this matter up, and we should start locking up people for misappropriating public funds. The Gambia should start locking up people as soon as possible for misappropriating public funds if you are serious about curbing corruption, rampant corruption, as Yadame used to say, the most corrupt person in fact for that matter. Anyway, rampant corruption has to stop. It's so blatant, it's unbelievable. You know, before this, we all seen these post somebody from the health ministry or the economic affairs ministry who wrote about what they plan to do with these 500 million when they announce it. People take this a rumor. Once I say it, some of the things he mentioned, I was reached out to by a former classmate who is now working in the health ministry. That is, they are true. This hospital cannot even test you if you have COVID-19 or not. They cannot even do simple blood count, full blood count. They can do it. So this is an opportunity. Why spend 14 million on hotel bills and just spend 300,000 on hospital equipment? You know, we all know this pandemic is taking around, it is moving. Gambia and our part of the world, according to the WHO projections, is going to peak around June, July. So if we start having people with critical COVID-19 conditions, how are we going to look after them? And if people start dying in their numbers, how are we going to manage all those dead bodies? These are issues, Gambia have enough time now. It's 6 months. They should have invest on hospital equipment. Like we should be able to take for COVID-19 now. We shouldn't be able to be relying on MRC. MRC is a private entity. It belongs to another country. Yes, of course we can tap into their expertise and collaborate with them, but we shouldn't rely entirely. We are a country, a sovereign nation for that matter. We cannot do simple tests like full blood count, much more COVID-19 tests. With all these millions coming, you expect that will be the priority, but no, they are paying each other allowances. In 3 months, 5.5 million is going into allowances alone. How is that possible? 3 months, 5.5 million on allowances. That's terrible. you know yeah, so this is what we have, and I will expect to see you again tomorrow. I have Ben. If you've been following affairs in the Gambia recently, there are a lot of fire incidences across the country, length and breadth of the Gambia, and it's very, very worrying. So these have security implications, and Ben Suare, we all know Ben will be here tomorrow discussing these issues. And also, where are the riots that we saw at Makati Square, a couple of weeks ago? I don't see anything in my neighborhood in Gunju, or it's just in Alcalos house. I don't know. But I don't see anywhere in the Gambia where these rights have been said. So we want to know. Tomorrow, Ben will discuss this issue as well. And please share this video. I would really, really appreciate it if you can share the video. Also, I thought it can get to as many people as we can. But the level of corruption in that country, is sickening and is killing Gambian people now. We don't know because past 2 days, two young ladies died in my community. One of them was a maternal death. She gave birth, but she bled to death. And yesterday, another lady died with a heart condition. She's been going everywhere at Dakar, but she couldn't get treatment, and she died. And that kind of illness is very, very common in our communities. I don't know what is causing it, but my own sister died of it about 2, 3 years ago. So we should be able to treat those kind of illnesses. Nobody should die giving birth to another life. But these are happening. So that's when I say corruption kill people directly. This is what I mean. Because that 5.5 million, these people divide between themselves to each other, could go on to strengthen Gambia healthcare system. A long way. The 14 million they spend on hotel accommodation, they can go and upgrade these healthcare facilities across the nations. Some of them are empty. Upgrade them, put more beds there, quarantine these people there. When COVID-19 is over, these beds will be there. Get a PCR machine, real-time PCR machine. When COVID-19 is over, we can use it to test for other illnesses. These machines are very important. Even the police can use it for forensic tests. But no, they went and buy vehicles, 12 million on vehicle alone. Gambia, nobody is going anywhere. Everybody is talking on place. Why can't you go to other ministries and take the vehicles that are not being used right now? Thank you all once again for your time. I really appreciate it. And please share the video. And I hope to see you tomorrow, inshallah. Thank you.
Planning to have an uninterrupted electricity and water supply from solar energy in the Gambia and beyond? Worry no more, because Solar Enterprise will provide you with the solutions at reasonable cost. We have experienced personnel who can install and advise you about your electricity and water supply with a warranty period. We have good quality solar products from North America and Europe. We provide services and sell products to individuals, organizations, institutions, private offices, communities, and government. These products are solar panels, batteries, charge controllers, inverters, water pump, water heaters, freezers, submersible pumps, and general solar accessories. Visit our stores at 48 Karaba Avenue and Bruceby Highway, or you can call us on 7657 479 980 8483 340 9400 or 635 9906.
Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. Staying fit is a combination of eating well and physical fitness. This you can easily find in Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. First, they will get you lose fat easily with amazing exercises. Build your muscles gradually. Fitness becomes fashion. Show no pain, no gain. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. First, they will get you lose fat easily with amazing exercises. Build your muscles gradually. Fitness becomes fashion. Show no pain, no gain. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. The way to prove yourself is to better yourself with the kinds of machines we have at Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. You will easily better yourself like the rowing machine, leg curl machines, weight benches, rubber plates, double pulley machines, cross trainers, rubber dumbbells, multi-gym machines, and much more. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. Remember, we have a state-of-the-art changing rooms, toilets and showers for our esteemed clients, both ladies and gents. Different varieties of foods to aid your self-development of muscles and bones are available at reasonable prices. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max. For more information, call 7171-998, 7171-998. Gunjur Fitness Center Body Max.